G'day YouTube, JB from Oz again. So I'm just up at the farm tonight. Thought I'd have a quick look over the swale. Bearing in mind there's been little if any rainfall since our last visit, 3 weeks or so. I'm just at the end of November now. And I'm actually quite surprised at how green everything's looking. Tipuanus and the bamboos, looks like it's had a few nibbles. But even things like lupins, still very green. Looking really happy in fact. I know my lupins at home are well and truly dead and dropped. Whereas these just look really quite happy. So I know there's not a lot of mulch on the ground, and ideally that would be helping to stop the evaporation, but also I guess the 2 or 3 years worth of preparation on this site, soaking water into the ground, must mean that there's a decent source just under the cover of dirt for these things to still be looking as healthy and as vibrant as they are. This is really encouraging. So this swale, the bamboo seems to be pretty much copping a lot. These lupins down at the bottom, they're probably not going to get much further than that, but they're still there. If we get a good rain, maybe over the next day or so, a few have gone to seed already, but they're so green. It's just really encouraging. Last time through, I thought this peanut looked pretty dead, but there's some new growth there. It's looking really quite strong, even given the lack of water. Another one here, shooting out quite strongly. The lemon, again recovering quite well I think from the transplant, even though it's light on water. Mandarin, treading lightly. The orange. Lots of lovely new growth. The avocado. The gum tree. Look at this. So much bright green for such a dry land. This is a really, really encouraging result. The olive. Really amazing. I've got some more carobs to come up shortly. My memory eludes me. I think this was a guava. And check out this pomegranate. That's just going bang busters. The olives look healthy. A couple of gum trees. Here's another pomegranate. Going really well. And the mulberry at home, it's all dropped off, but here it's actually still putting energy into fruit. Perhaps I should pick the fruit and give it to focus on just growing leaves. Again, this is looking probably driest of the lot, but it doesn't feel dry. Orange. Yeah, even this one, there's a lot of new growth coming out. So it's really that question of how much of it's transplant shock, how much of it is new growth, how is it actually coping in this ground. And so far I'm really quite encouraged. This pomegranate going off. olive. Check this out. That is amazing. Again, it's small, but given 2 or 3 years of slow growth, it's going to establish into a massive tree. Same with these lilies. There's no supplemental water. Even when I planted them, they didn't really get any water. Some rain the next day or two. Wow. These guys have had a bit more shade. That's the main difference. So these are also carobs. Should be one more down here. Yeah, that's looking obviously heaps better without direct sunlight. But man, that is awesome. It's just dusk at the moment, heading off. Cars down there up at the top of the paddock. I saw a massive roo on the way in, just sitting there watching over. But this is really encouraging. This plant, I forget the name of it, but it's a phosphorus plant, I believe. Here's one of the hidden gems on this property. The rock outcrop. I had somebody visit and suggest that this was a men's business place in Aboriginal times and so forth. Certainly feel that summer's on its way. All the grass in the paddock has dried out. So we'll need to get some water onto those trees at some point soon. But wow, really encouraged. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.